Hey everyone, Kathy back with Big Barn Blooms. How are we on this lovely Sunday? Look what we got. Is that the cutest coffee cup? Okay, I did one of these last year and I found another one. So yeah, we're gonna do this guy today. And I'm using some of the same elements I used last year because it just complemented this so well. So let me get this turned on and bring myself up and we'll get started. So when you come on, welcome in, say hi and tell me where you're watching from. And then we will get going. All right, where am I now? There I am. Hi Tina, how are you tonight? Or today? Tonight. It's today here still. We're only 4 o'clock in California. But anyway, happy Sunday. All right guys, let me get all situated here. I've of course brought too much to the table as usual, but I'm kind of excited about doing this because it's an easy design, and I get a lot of questions about round containers. Round seems to throw people for some reason. I'm going to show you how to do a round arrangement very easily. So easy, you guys. So much fun. Hi Frenchie, thanks for coming on today. Hi Cheryl. Yeah, isn't it a cute combo? Especially with the black and white. This is supposed to look, it's not enamel. It's not real enamel, it's just painted that way. But these colors with the black and white just are perfect. So, and what I like about this, yes, it's a big coffee cup, right? But if you're not into the wording, and this isn't actually Ray Dunn, by the way, it's just coffee. But I thought how cute on a coffee bar, or if you have a shelf above your coffee bar, whatever. How cute, and to add a little pop of color. But it does have a side that's plain, so if you didn't want the word showing, you could do that. So, or you could put, if you do cricket or silhouette or whatever, you could put your name, so-and-so's coffee cup, you know? Anyway, just kidding. But we're gonna put flowers in it. So I'm excited. This is a fun arrangement to do and very easy. This will be a shorter tutorial today. I know I've been going like an hour and a half every day this week, but we're gonna wrap this up. I have some posting to do tonight, and I'm working on some custom orders that I have to get out. I have probably 4 items to build tonight, so I'm gonna be a busy bee. And I gotta get some photography done on the front door before the sun goes down. So it's a busy day, but I'm very happy that it's busy. I'm just like, seriously, this is awesome. Tina, greetings from Wisconsin. I like that. Hi Karen. Hi Valerie from Arizona. Hi Leanne. Hi Yvonne from Texas. All right guys, let's get into this because it's just a fun one and it's easy. And I like showing how to do the round. So that I just moved my tools over again. I like showing how to do the round. So let me show you the elements. Okay, this wasn't in the last one I did, but I really like these little fern picks. These are awesome. Little tiny ones. This isn't my favorite fern. We're not using that. This is a little more hardy, and there's a reason too that I'm using this one instead of the real fern pick, or my favorite, not the real. None of them are real, but it's a little more sturdy. This is going to go in a kitchen. So do you ever get the question, especially if you're a seller, or do you ever wonder if you create or you buy florals, how do you clean them when they're in the kitchen? And you know, things do tend to want to build up on them, right? So I use a little bit sturdier, but try to get in the habit once a week of taking like a feather duster or your blow dryer and just blowing through it. So I don't want things super delicate that are going to fall apart. Not that that fern falls apart, but this is a little more sturdy. So, and if you absolutely had to maybe run it under a little water or something, this one's going to hold its shape. So we're going to use this, pretty sure. And then the lavender bundles. Yes, the lavender bundles. This is how they come, like this. These are Michael's. They have them this year, you guys. Run and get them. I think they're $3.99. Are they? Yeah, $3.99. They're 40% off. But you get so many individual little pieces with this, and we're going to use that in this. We're going to use this in this design. So look at these. I don't even know that if this. I think this is a full bunch that I cut apart. I can't remember now. anyway, because I did it earlier and I'm like, was that a full bunch or did I grab some scraps too? Not scraps, but you know, sometimes you don't use a whole bunch. But look at all the pieces, okay? They come apart. So when you're doing a small design like this, these are great. You can accent with the lavender and, you know, they sell them in bunches, but take them apart. But really, $4, 40% off, look at all these little picks. And the color, the texture, everything is spot on lavender. It looks real. These are good ones. So think about that if you're looking for lavender to use this spring, because it's perfect. Okay, the other thing, I brought a couple of these to the table, probably from a design we didn't use them in. I just brought a couple, 3 pieces of this. I'm getting down there. These were the really pretty ones, bushes from Hobby Lobby that they don't carry anymore. I'm using up my stash, so I brought 3 because I think that's all we'll need in here. So we have these. I don't think I even put these in last time, but I thought that's kind of nice with the black, right? So we have those guys. Then for blooms, we have the yellow. These are the little yellow picks from Michael's this year and last year. They have them again. These little daisies are wonderful. They've got the little pip berries on them. Highly bendable. They're just, there's awesome for another accent for this kind of arrangement. So we're going to use those. So if you see the kind of the theme going here with the colors, it's just going to be great. These, one of my favorite white accents in a small pick, if you need a small pick. These are wonderful. These were also Michael's. No, I am not compensated by Michael's. I just, when I find something I like, I run with it. So I brought a bunch of these to the table. I know I'm not going to use all these, but I just wanted to show you, even in a big bunch, these are great. Let me tell you what else these are great for. You can break these down. There's little pieces, but can you see boutonnieres? Can you see corsages? Anything tiny you need to do, this is a wonderful piece. You can add other items to it. I'm just saying, I'm going to cut a piece of this off because I want to show you right now how wonderful this could be. Like as, for instance, this one's kind of bent, but you know, I would steam them out a little more. Anyway, look at this. If I took a piece of this, do you see where I'm going with this, you guys? So when you're at the stores, or if you're online, or if you're buying from wholesale suppliers, wherever you buy your stashes, think of little things like this, that you can make little things like that. Wedding series is coming up. It's going to be inside the barn. So again, think about my coaching group. We're going to do all kinds of little things like this. But I love it. So these, for the price of $3.99, I am not an infomercial. I do not work for Michael's. I do not get compensated, but they are great. Okay, and 40% off right now. So yes, we're gonna put these in. So look at that yumminess right there, right? The colors just are going perfectly. They are going to be amazing. We've got the fern. Let's put some fern on the outside. Look at that. But we can't forget, oh, there's one more of those little guys. We can't forget our pothos. Yes, we're going to use these. I already cut a bunch down. These are Michael's last year and this year. They have them again. They are $10 a stem, but there are a lot of pieces on the stem. They are perfect for this kind of a little arrangement. They cut down really well. They also push up really well. So these are a good stem. We're going to be putting these in. And let me separate those out. This is probably one of the first items that we're going to put in here are these. And then, oh, sorry, felt like I got something in my eye, probably in my finger. Then I have one stem of this left in my entire inventory. I am so sad to see it go because it is such a good one. Variegated, it's beautiful, and I believe this was originally Michael's, honestly. But it's going today because we're putting it in here. We need a little bit of the variegation in the green that tips out in white to pull the whites from those white accent flowers. It's going to look really nice. So we will be using both of those today. Then, yes, I'm going to give you a choice. So last time I did this, I used this little guy right here. This was a little pick like from, I can't remember if it was Hobby Lobby or Michael's, honestly, it was one of them, right? But we also have this pick. So I may ask you, which one do you think? I'm kind of leaning toward this, I gotta tell you, just because it kind of softens the purple a little bit, but I'll let you guys decide. So we're gonna have this as an accent. We'll put that over there. Okay, So now that you see where we're going with all this, let's move these aside, right over there. Let me see who's on, and we'll get working on this. I got my fan on, blowing. It was cold today. It was bitter cold, but man, this room gets so hot. So I turned on my fan, and now I'm like getting a little chilly in here, but kind of nice to be chilly. Okay, let's see who's on. Hi Marilyn, hi Carol, welcome in. Hi Grace, hi Terry. Never late, Terry. I haven't even gotten started yet. Nubia, hi Nubia, how are you this Sunday afternoon? Billie Jean from South Carolina. Tina, you guys are not too late, because you know me, I gab for a while, so you guys are all good. Hi Karen. So great. Thanks for jumping on today, you guys. Welcome, welcome in. Okay, let's get going on this. So easy. First thing I'm going to do, we're going to work on our pothos. I have a few little pieces here, so let me just get my little pieces out. And then we're going to cut these down, because we don't need a lot of length on this. This is not going to be a huge flowing. It's going to flow a little bit, but it's not going to be a lot. So we're just going to cut these guys down so they're ready to roll, and we'll start incorporating them. Just a few. Just a few, and then we're going to start actually adding our flowers pretty early on this. The flowers, all the colorful flowers, are going to take up room in this little coffee cup. And so that we don't need to pack it with greenery, because you know they're pretty thick themselves, so it'll be kind of nice. So let's see, there's a good little pile. We'll do a few more. Let's do this one. Get over there. Let's see. All right, let me put those aside, because I'm not sure if we're going to need any more than this. But here's what I like to do. Okay, we have our center one, right? And I'm going to be picking these in, definitely. I want them to be super secure. So let's bring this up here. Hopefully you guys can all see it pretty good. Let's go straight up in the middle there. Let's make sure it goes straight. It's wanting to bend a little, but that's okay. Then our next one. Okay, I'm going to come off a little bit to the side here. So I still think of this in a grid pattern like it's a rectangle or a square. I want to come off this side, then off that side, but we're going to stick with the round version. We're not going to have it come straight out on the sides, which would make it an absolute rectangle. But I do want a few of these just to come down the front of this coffee cup a little bit. Remember my tip, my trick, hold the end, like push the stem right onto the lip of the container, push down, and you get the perfect little drape. It just flows off the side there. So let me do one on the other side now. And when you're doing this type of arrangement, whatever you do on this side, do on this side. Whatever you do on that side, do on that side. So think of it like we're working like in an X pattern right now, because you want this to flow all the way around. You want that balance. So this one, I'm going to put it there, push it down. It's going to have a nice little bend over. So if you're looking at it from above, this is what it looks like. We've almost got like an X going across that, the first hash of the X going across the coffee cup. So very, very easy. We're going to do the other exact thing on the other side now. So let's get those in. And this is basically the frame for our arrangement, our greenery, for everything going in. Nothing else is going to go past this point. This is the longest element in this whole arrangement. So it makes it easy. Makes it easy. When you get this part done first, then you can just have fun and add all the other stuff. So, and it's round, but as you can see, it's kind of doing the pattern as if it's a square or an oblong arrangement, but it is wonderful. Okay, so there you go. We have 5 pieces in, one in the middle, 2 on each side, draping out the front. So there's the beginning. Do you see how easy this is going to be? If you follow this method, you will never have an issue with a round arrangement again. It should be pretty easy for you. Hi, Pat. Yeah, my hair is blowing a little bit. I got that fan right on there. It's great. And it's cold here today. I mean, we woke up and I think it was like 32 degrees or whatever. And the wind is howling here today. Very, very strong winds. But anyway, it just gets super hot in this room. Oh, Georgia, you've been watching my videos today? Thank you so much. Hi, Jamie. No, and Kathy, I didn't. I'll talk about that too. Thank you for bringing that up. Okay, so the greenery that I'm using right now, this greenery, is from Michaels. It's called Pothos. You can find it online or in the stores. It's P-O-T-H-O-S. No, I do not have a SKU number for you, but I'll see if I can link it in the comments after this is up. I can look it up and just put a link right in there. But it's called Pothos, and they have it this year. It's $10 a stem. I think it did go up from last year. I think we sold a lot of them for them last year. But it's a wonderful stem. The color variation, you know, it's variegated, is perfect. Look at that. It looks really natural, and it's kind of got like a dusty look to it. So it's just like spot on. It is a good greenery. Hi, Dee. Oh, it's windy there too. Yeah, it's like, it is blowing. It's crazy. Valerie, to cut the stems, these are the Nippics. And I have them in my Amazon storefront. I will link it when I get off here. It is easy. I have bad arthritis in my hands. I cannot use conventional wire cutters. I won't get through a tutorial, that's for sure. But they're on a spring, so they're very, very nice, very, very sharp. So I'll link them for you. They're on the spendy side, and I do get a tiny commission from Amazon in my storefront. But for there, I mean, you're talking less than 1% probably. But for me, it's about showing you guys the best tools that I have found, because I love them. I've been using these for a while now, so they're great. Anyway, I'll put a link for that too. Pam, you're gonna watch football and the tutorial. I love it. What's the score, Pam? They were warming up when I came in here to turn everything on. I'm like, darn it. Lisa, seeing another live. I missed the first portion. So we're making this beautiful little coffee cup for a coffee bar or a kitchen. Isn't it cute? I can see, like, can you see this either on a kitchen counter, like the back of the kitchen, or on an island on a little stack of cookbooks? Would that not be adorable, you guys? Oh my gosh, this is cute. I mean, I wish I had 10 of these, because I think this will go pretty quick. They're just adorable. I haven't found any since, so anyway, no more. Can't find any more. So I have a similar link in my Amazon, but it's not the white enamel. So Manon, hi from Canada. You're welcome, Lisa. I will link the exact size. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I'll link the exact ones that I bought that are in my Amazon storefront. Those are these, and they're awesome. I love them. Let's see, Jessica. Oh, absolutely, Jessica. I understand. And I can get to stores, but there's days I just don't want to. It is so much easier to go click and add to cart. I'm just saying. I love it. Even Michaels. I went over to Michaels today. I did take a break and go over there just to see. And they're still putting things out. There's a lot of empty shelves here in Reading. They haven't got all their spring out yet. But I just cruised through really quick. Didn't buy anything. You guys, I did not buy anything. That is so rare for me. But I'm like, you know what? I'll just go home and look online. Honestly, it's easier. It comes right to my door. I love it. So, anyway, let's see. So, I think I'm caught up. Kathy mentioned I did not fill it all the way to the top. If you fill it all the way to the top, I think you tend to waste stems, because you'll tend to want to fill everything, because if your foam is sitting up to the edge, you'll see it. You'll never see it down in here. And I also like it looks like this is growing out. I can get that effect a lot better if my foam is recessed just a little bit. So what I did, because the very bottom of this has a small diameter, because this cup goes in, correct? So I took a very small piece of foam on the very bottom, installed that, and then the bigger piece sits on top of that to raise it up a little bit, but not all the way to the top. So that's why I do it in this kind of a design. You'll also find if you recess it a little bit, you end up using less flowers. It really does. It takes less to fill it. When you're up on top, you've got more area to fill. So anyway, it works for me. Um, right, Jessica, and it does, and that's why I try to share. Like I've purchased these, I use them, they're good. If they're not good, and a lot of times when I do my lives in the stores, I'll say that's a hard pass, and it helps if you can see them in person. So I'm glad that I can help that. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Nubia. Yeah, and I like to use only the best. It doesn't matter if it's from a high-end boutique, a wholesaler, Michael's, Hobby Lobby. I think all of them have good and bad. I only want the good. I want things that look as real as possible or as elegant as possible. So hopefully, you know, if you see what you like here, then I've used it, so I think it's pretty good, but everybody has to make their own decisions. I have had people in the past that are like, I bought that, it was terrible. So these are all my opinions, you guys. We all have different views on what's good and what's not. So, you know, you can take it and run with it or go, well, I'll just go look for myself. So everybody's got to make their own decisions. So, all right, so I think at this point, I'm wondering if I should put 2 more, and I don't think I want to. So I'm going to put these aside. And really, I'm looking at that, that's probably not even a full 2 stems of this. So you would have to buy 2 stems because I'm looking at the shoots and 1 would not do it. So two stems, they're 10, they're actually 6 plus tax, so figure 7. You're at $14 just with this greenery right now. So it's a little container, but when you're using the nice stuff, it's like, it does add up a little bit, so. Okay, let's go to flowers next. And the first one I want to add, because it's going to be the tallest, is going to be this guy. So you see all the colors here, right? So do you think with this color scheme, I'm going to bring it front and center, because I know it's not all in here yet, but I do need to put these in. Shall I go with the gray-green thistle, or should we use these little guys here? What do you think now? And let me hold up the bouquet so you can kind of see the colors, and it'll be sticking up the top. So what do you think? And then I'll tell you what I think. So go ahead and vote now. So the green or the lavender, because one is truly a gray-green green, and this one has more of the lavender tone in it. Isn't it a cute mug, Wilhelmina? I love that. Thanks for joining. Welcome in. Frenchie says the lighter one. Nubia says the purple one. Hey Laura, thanks for jumping on. Welcome in. Hi Michelle, I'm doing great. How are you today? Rhonda says both. Oh, that's interesting. Carol says purple. Leanne says the lavender one. Marilyn says the lavender one. I like it. Wilhelmina, the lavender one. Karen says lavender. Terry says lavender. Nice. Hi, Terry. Tina likes the lavender. Hi, Tina. Laura likes the lavender one. And Kathy likes the lavender one. Everybody's liking the lavender. I like that. And it's interesting, both, because I did get the comment of both. I kind of like that, Rhonda. Let's see, who else? Billie Jean says lavender. Jennifer, lavender. Jamie, lavender. Kelly, hi Kelly, lavender. Elizabeth, lavender. Hi Elizabeth. Dee says lavender. Missy, lavender. Teresa. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Teresa, what do you think? Lavender or green? So we kind of, if you're new to my page, welcome in. But I like to give you guys votes on what I do when I'm doing the tutorial. You get to help with the color choices. And sometimes if the choices are totally off the wall, I'll tell you why we wouldn't go in that direction. But a lot of times you guys surprise me. You're on the same page with me most of the time. But sometimes you do surprise me and I use it and I'm like, I like it. Good choice, you guys. So we kind of learn together, right? I went to Home Goods today and found a 2-pack of the cute bunnies. Oh, nice, Wilhelmina. Good job. I like that. Teresa, I just found you and love your designs. Oh, thank you. Lisa says lavender. Yeah, and Kathy, each one does change the vibe just a little bit, just a little bit. So Lisa, lavender. So let's do this. Teresa, lavender. Let's use this one, okay? But then we may add toward the end, after I get all the other elements in, we may use this one too. We may just stick a few in just to see. Might get too busy, but let's try it, you never know. So let's cut this guy apart. And this comes with a couple pieces on a stem. But again, I like these because you can cut them apart. I'm not really digging the foam leaves, so I know I'm going to cut them off. I'm just going to rip them off because I don't want them to compete with our more realistic looking leaves. So there's a little pick of them. Look how cute those are. I love that they're green toward the center, lavender toward the outside, so they look super, super natural. And then I'm looking at where these are going to sit right here in our arrangement. So let's go right in here for the first one. Right like that. So it's going to kind of come out and pop out there a little bit. And then whatever we do on that side, I have to do on this side. So let's grab another stem off this. Let's throw all that away because we don't need that. So, and it's okay that, I mean, sometimes it's hard when you buy a little bush like this or a stem and you're cutting off the leaves, but you know what, do it. If it's not the vibe that you're going for, don't leave it on there. You know, and sometimes I'll have people ask me, they'll send me pictures of their work and they'll say, what do you think? What is wrong? What is going on with this design that I can't get over and it's just not working for me? And a lot of times I'll say, cut those leaves off of that element and you'll have a whole new look. And it really does. It's crazy how something like a leaf like this, let me show you guys, how a leaf like this would change the vibe of this, but it does. These look very artificial and they're foam, so cut the leaf off. And I'll stop talking about it now. But it's true. I mean, it makes just a huge difference, so. All right, let's get this one on the other side. I'll quit gabbing about it, but don't be afraid to cut your leaves off. Okay, so we're gonna have this one come up in here, maybe a little bit lower than the other side. Right like that. Of course, it wants to bend the wrong direction. So, right like that. So we have this little cluster in the middle on both sides, right like that. And it'll mean more later on, having that little bit poke out, but I just like to have it hold its place. It's calling its place. It's like, this is my place. Don't put anything else there, because if I try to put them in later, they're probably going to do this as I try to put in and everything else pushes on them. So we just leave them. Okay, next. Instead of more flowers, I want to get these guys in. They're just so pretty. So let's see if I can, no, can't rip them apart. We're just going to have to cut it and then see if I can slip this tube off of them. No, let's see. Well, let's see if I can get it to come apart because I do want some of this length. But let me see if I can grab it and slip it off. Should. Oh, look at that. Came off. So now I have all these little pieces to use. I love just destroying fur and pulling it apart because then you can use the little pieces that you need. So nice. So this is such a thin wire though, I'm going to have to fold it in half so that it'll hold the pick. It won't slip out. But look at these nice little light pieces. So I have all this area in between here. So we're just going to put this. This is not going to be a heavily dense design, but I want to add a little bit of this fern right where there's a void here and there. So let me pick a bunch of these up and I'll just go around this really quick and put them in. It's going to be a nice, really light accent too for it. Give it another little look of something fresh and real, which I like. But think about, you know, everything coming up, Easter, Mother's Day, all the little round vase type containers or novelty containers that you can do this. You can do this on a small version, you know, on a small scale, or even a larger scale. So it's the same, no matter what size the opening is, you just scale it down a little bit. But easy to do. Think of like what I love to do, Mother's Day, teacups. Teacups. You can find them all day long in Home Goods with the cute little chintz patterns. They are so easy to make up. It takes very little to do, but what a cute little gift, right? So think about it. Okay, so I have 4 of those around in all the areas that have little blank spaces, but I want a little bit coming up top. So let's do this again. Let's see, I'm going to cut the bottom off and see if I can pull that tube off again. This is a really tough one. And then let me see if I can get this guy to come off too. It's being difficult. That's enough. All right, let's try it. I think I got a place to grab. Sure, I'm just pulling that tubing apart. Longest part of the whole tutorial, huh guys? Seriously, come on, cooperate. All right, I'm gonna have to cut up a little more, just a little bit more up the bottom here. There we go, now it should work. Emphasis on it should work. It just wants to rip. Wow. So whoever put this one together did a really good job. Let me see if I can just... Yeah, it's not coming off. We're trying. It's because I'm a cheapskate and I don't want to use a whole stem. I want to break it up and get more mileage out of it, right? Anybody else do that? It's like, we can, and I think too, yeah, I could put a whole bunch in on one side, but I don't want to do that. I'd rather spread it out, look like it's growing in this arrangement. Okay, let me try. I won't spend too much time, I'll just put it down and add it later, but I want to show you how to put it coming up in the middle. Yep. I'm going to hurt myself before I get this apart. Darn it. It's not doing it. Okay, let's do this. I was able to rip it like I normally do. Okay, that's a good thing. Let's throw that away now. When all else fails, use your original method of pulling the fern apart. There was a lot of glue on this one. Wow. Okay, so let's get these in here now. Wasted enough time on this one little stem. But I want some coming up into there. I think it's going to look really pretty. Very light and fluffy, right? Should be good. These are such fun little designs to do. For me anyway. For me anyway. Hopefully for you too. Hopefully you won't go, how am I going to put things in that? A lot of people, when they see something around, they're just like, okay, stick a bunch in there. But if you do it like this, you can keep it a little more lighter and airy and get a really cute look. So, and let's put one over here. So we're just going to do 3 of these little guys. Right now, I'm not going to do 4 again. In fact, this one I need to move over just a tad. Just 3, just like a little triangle of them. Just popping up in the middle, right like that. So look at how nice and airy that's getting, right? It's just very soft, very nice. Okay, those are extra for another project. All right, next, let's put in our yellow. Let's try our yellow. So these little guys are so cute. I love, love, love using them. They come a mess, I gotta tell you. You've really gotta kind of fluff them out a little bit, but they're so adorable. Look at this, look how adorable these are. So I'm just gonna put a few of these in. We're gonna cut this. This is one of those, you can get 2 for 1. It's a twofer. So there's a bottom bundle and a top bundle on this stem. So pull the bottom bundle away. Cut this and you turn it into 2. Because we don't need this much of a mass. I have all these other elements to add. So you're going to want to cut it down. So let's cut that down right here. Right where the second bundle starts is where you cut. And then look at, I now have this bundle and this bundle. 2 bundles for the price of one. $3.99, 40% off right now. So now we can take these and put them in. So cute. So let's take this in its wild self. I love the look of this with the wildflowers, the wild greenery, and the little pit berries. And we're just going to incorporate this right into the middle and bring it down and let it just kind of flow out. We don't need, like I said, it to be super dense. Move these around a little bit. Do you see the vibe we're going for, you guys? These are the perfect little stems to get this kind of a wildflower, kind of airy vibe. So we're going to do 3 pieces of this. So there's 2. And actually this one I'm going to cut down. It's a little too long. As usual, I always change my mind. Let's bring this one in a little bit more. There we go. Because I still want these elements to be at the same depth in the arrangement, so it doesn't look too weird. Sheila, hi Sheila, loves the color combination. Hi Kim from Pennsylvania, how are you today? Hi Sue. No, actually, I hate to say it, the fern is from a wholesaler, and it was from a few years back in Sacramento, so it's not something I can turn you on to. But I'm in search right now. I'm in search. So I put an order in yesterday. I have one order that's on the way, and I'm putting in another order tomorrow. So I'm pretty sure I have it narrowed down, something similar, but not this exact one. But it's so pretty, so pretty. I wish I could get more. Okay, I need one more piece, so I'm going to have to cut down one more. But look at just a few stems, you guys, and we'll be done. You know, with each color. We don't need a lot, but we did break into 2 stems. So, all right, so we have 2, 1, 2, 3. So we're working in like triangles. We did triangles this way with the fern. Let me explain that. So with this fern sticking up, we have one here, one in front. So now I'll do the opposite with the yellow. One here, one out the back. So you're doing these triangles like this, and then you reverse it on the next element. I hope that makes sense. Very important to this kind of a design so that you get that balance. So here's our next piece. Get this going in. Love this, love this, love this. It's so cute. We'll move it around with everything else in there. So look at how cute and airy this is. 1.5 picks of the yellow, and look at how adorable. Just saying. You don't need a mass of it. You do not want to use a mass of it in this kind of an arrangement. So we're done with this. We'll put that aside. Next, let's use the white. Okay, so this is going to go over here. And the white is the same way. The white actually has 3 pieces to it. Look at this, you guys. 3 pieces that we can cut down. So we're going to cut down the top, and we're always cutting. It's almost like pruning a tree, if you guys have ever pruned a tree, right above the next shoot. So we're going to cut right there. Now we have this piece, and we're going to cut right here. So now we have 3 little picks from one, because we don't want this much volume in this light and airy arrangement. So we really, really need to break this down. So you have light accents, not heavy accents. You won't want a big blob of yellow or of white in all these areas. So always cut them down. So now we're going to take this. I'm going to make these a little bit shorter so they recess a little more. Oh, thank you for the hearts, you guys. So we're going to recess this one. So I don't want it to come out the same height as the yellow. We want to look like this is growing naturally. Nothing grows at the same rate, right? So we're going to bring this in. So because I have 2 here, 1 there, I'm going to go 1. I'm just going to go 1 around. We're just going to go randomly. So we've got 1 in between these 2, and then I'm going to put 1 in between these 2 and 1 in between these 2. So we're kind of just alternating all the way around. me cut this down. But as you can see, when I turn this around, it is a little bit more recessed than the yellow. So I'm going to come in between these two over here. So cute. Oh my goodness. And then one more. So this is one stem of this white, and it works. It works really well. I don't think we're going to need too much more of it, honestly. I'm coming on top of that fur too, not under it. I'm coming on top of it, so let me get that on there. But look at the little white sprinkles in the middle. See that, and how it's pushed in a little bit further than the yellow. So it's an accent. In fact, this one could probably go in a little more. Let me push that down a little more. There we go. And then we kind of make sure everything's combined nicely. Put that yellow up there. So there is the white. And honestly, I don't think we need any more of the white either. We don't want to pack this, and we don't want it dense. And see how I am? All this I brought to the table. We don't need it. Okay, next, the lavender. Love the lavender. Love, love, love the lavender. So let's see, I'm going to take a drink of water really quick. Victoria, very pretty, thank you. Kathy likes it as it is. Kim, hi Kim. Hi Pat, how are you? Did you try out your machine? Did it work? I think I asked it yesterday, but then I didn't see the comment. So comment, did your machine work? That was such a deal. I just keep thinking of that going, right on. Hi Lori, thank you. Lori, so the teacup, I don't know, or the coffee cup, I do not know. But the little flowers, I'll go over this really quick, and you can always watch replay from the beginning. These are Michael's in their spring. They have them this year. I'm going to link them after. Well, I know for sure the daisy. I'm not sure about the white, but I'm hoping they have it. So I'll see if I can find it. This greenery that's in here, pothos, Michael's. It's available this year. This I'm going to be using, not available this year. So you'll just have to find a variegated leaf that tips out to white. And then the lavender, little bunch. This is Michael's that we're going to put in next. And the thistle is also Michael's. We may or may not use this. So that's pretty much our elements, and then we're going to talk about putting in these guys too. So let's get the lavender in. And again, we're going to be using little tiny pieces of this. So I need to see how far I've got to cut this down a little bit. I'm taking almost half, but I will be putting some length back with the pick. Okay, so I'm going to bring this into the middle too. I'm kind of making it just look like a little wildflower. So what I'm going to do is go next to the yellow, between the white and the yellow. Even though the white was between the yellows, now I'm going to do the opposite, and I'm going to go on either side of the white and in between the yellows with the purple. So, and you know, you can watch this over and over again, this tutorial. I will share it, but if you're just going in between the other elements and filling in the blanks, you'll do okay on the round arrangement. You'll do just fine. But you just got to kind of keep track of where everything is. Okay, so now on this side, I like a little bit better pop of purple, so we're going to go between the yellow and the white again. Now, yes, it's heavy, but I like it to look like lavender is growing up out of the middle of this. And lavender grows in a pretty good mass. It doesn't, you know, I mean, I guess when it's early, it'll grow just a few little pieces, but I like the look of this, have it a little bit more. All right, so again, I'm gonna come over here between the white and the yellow. Don't feel bad to part the C's here. Part your flowers so you can find your space for it, because the flowers will fluff right back into place. Very, very easy. See how that's looking? Look at that with a little pop of purple. And it doesn't have to be perfect. They may be a little bit different than height, all the things like that. But as long as you're putting them in the same place, you'll be fine. As you go around your circle. Okay, hold on. I got stems under this. creating issues. Okay, so I gotta come between these two pieces over here. Oh, I love the purple in the middle. And we'll use this little piece right here. So I need one more right here, and then we'll be done with the lavender. Okay, we don't need this one little piece. So here is our lavender in there. I'll turn it on the top so you can kind of see how it goes all the way around. And it's in between all the same elements all the way around. Okay, so now we have all this bunched here, and it gets really light toward the bottom, but we still need to add this. So let's put this in, and that'll bridge the gap with the how compact it is. It's not super compact on top, but it's very light here. So we need a few of these pieces to kind of break that up a little bit and fill in the gaps without being too heavy. Just a few of these, and this color is just gonna make it go wow. It's gonna be a really nice element. So let's put a few of these in, and I'll show you what I mean. And it kind of brings the white that's in those little white accent flowers down to the base of the arrangement, because they are hanging up toward the middle and top, so we need some white to come down the front. Okay, so let's put some of this in. This will be a little bit of a trail, and it's going to be a sideways trail. So what do I mean by a sideways trail? Did I hear a question? Okay, a sideways trail, put your stem on the opposite side that you want it to trail out, and it'll go across the front. You're going to need less stems if you do that. So let me get this done properly. Let me get it pushed in and get it draped a little bit. But you're going to cover more territory with it, and it just looks cute, I think, in my opinion. So, and it's one more little element that's kind of trailing out of this little guy. So see how we have the two different greeneries on the front? Look at that with the little variegated leaves. Oh, so good. Okay, so let's do a few more. Some may come straight out, some may trail out at an angle, but we just want to, I can see my foam, so I need to put a few pieces in. Not real heavy, but just enough to camouflage it a little bit more. So we got a piece there. And yes, I'm like, oh, this is my last piece of this. I love this stem. I wish I bought a lot more of them, because they're just amazing, amazing stem. Okay. Maybe this one comes up and out a little bit like that, but just looks great. Love this stem. I'm on the hunt for a wholesale supplier that has a realistic looking one of these, so. These can push up too, so you want your greenery out of the vase and not sitting at the bottom of the vase by the foam. So push your leaves up if you can, depending on what you're using. Okay, let's get this guy cascading a little bit on this side. And I might even just weave those together a little bit. Oh, kind of like that. Kind of like that a little bit. Okay, I need to come over here in the front. I want a little piece coming up here by this lavender in front, just so it looks like a little bit more abstract. Rearranging things that got moved. And this is a little too long, so I'm going to push that up and shorten it a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so I put one little piece up in the middle here, because you want some random pieces of that greenery coming up into the arrangement. And I'm going to do the same on the back. This is a good piece. It only has one little flower on it. is the last one, you guys. And then let's push this one up. We need one more in the back here. And then we're going to talk about, to get you guys thinking, we're going to talk about these. And you're going to tell me what you think. So I'll lay those. Some already have picks on them. I'm probably going to adjust it. But think about if we want to use these or not. Because that's what's coming next. If we use it. I have one more little piece of white. This is the rear, the back of it, but you see how it's got a hole here? So it is the back, but I'm going to put a little piece of white there to brighten it up. So let's add this little scrap from that one we pulled apart. Oh, it wants to pull right back out of there. Hold on. Okay, let's get this guy in here. And it kind of will help fill in the back here a little bit. Perfect. And then where was my piece of fern? So, you know, we always have these little leftovers. So I can go around and look and say, okay, I could use one more little element there. So let's go ahead and put one in. This is the back. I'll show you in just a second what I'm doing. Just to fill in, just a little bit. Oh, I like that. So a little fern draping out the back. And then rebend everything else around. Okay, so kind of filled this in right here just a little bit. And it's the back, so not a big deal. Okay, so do I need a little piece? Let me see if I put, I have two more little pieces. Let me see how it looks if I put a little piece in the front too. I don't want to cover up the word coffee though, but I just want to see how this would look because I have two left over. So maybe it comes up and out a little bit. Why not? Yeah, I like it. See the little piece right here? Just adds a little bit more to it. And I'm going to do one more. Because we can, we have it, right? And I'm thinking for this one, right in here. There we go. That helps that area a little bit. Bring some of these up. So now you can kind of adjust everything and intertwine the wildflowers a little bit. This guy came out, so let's get him picked back in. Ripped him right out of there. Not good. I'm going to put him a little bit behind lavender. So look at that. It's kind of abstract, right? But there was method in our madness of how we went around and put things in. But you still end up with that wildflower look, which is kind of cool for a round arrangement. Okay, so these guys, what are you thinking? Do we need to leave it just kind of simple and wild? Or do we want to add a few of these? And I know this isn't the right level. Let's just say that right now, that they'll probably be put in a little shorter, but do you like some of those in? Or does it make it too busy where you're going, oh my gosh, no Kathy, you went over the cliff again. Just saying. Karen loves the black center of the poppy. It picks up the black in the cup. Pam, Rhonda, she had it for years, the best price I've found. Oh, Pam, thank you. Yeah, you're asking about the stemming machine. Let me go back. Tiff, aw cuties. Lisa likes the poppy. And LaFonda Crafts, no, I use my stemming machine, which is, if you guys have never seen one, this would be your best friend if you do artificial florals. I'm telling you, it's amazing. And What do I do? And who can tell me what I do and which proves that this machine is worth its weight in gold? What do I do before I pack and ship? Can someone tell me? I see the pops of black. Yes, everybody's like, add it, add it, add it. I love that. So what do I do with my arrangements before I ship them? And this is something that we'll have a whole shipping thing in my creative coaching group inside the barn. But Frenchie says, yes, on the poppy, it brings out the cup of color. Yes, it brings out the black and white, definitely. Nancy says, yes, add. Deborah, ding, ding, ding. Yes, I shake it. You guys, turn your item upside down. See? Well, okay, I just put that in there. But if I hadn't secured it, that's exactly what happens. You would rather you do this before UPS tosses it around across country and they get it in a shambles, right? So shake your arrangement. I know it's so hard to do, but you'd rather do it and find your problem than have your customer or your friend, who the gift recipient, whatever, find your problem. Look at that, no issues. And that is what I get from a stemming machine. You can get the same thing from glue. Just make sure you're gluing very securely. And if you're gluing, I would suggest do a little tug on everything when you're done, just to make sure, or do an aggressive shake test. So that's my shake, shake, shake. So anyway, that's what I do. Let's see. Let me find where you guys are. Billie Jean said, turn it over and shake it. Yep. So it looks like Nubia, yes, shake them. Shake, shake, shake. Tiff, no, we have not started the group. So as you can see, you no longer see a camera here. We bought a brand new Sony camera. It was bucks and it had glitches, and we worked with Sony and they said send it back. It has issues. We could not get the menu to go away. And so you would have seen the Sony menu in my videos. So we finally had to just cut it and we mailed it back on Friday. So now we're like, do we try again, or we're researching. So we're researching other cameras. As soon as we get the cameras done, everything else is ready to go. It's ready to go. That's why I did that little test the other day, but we need the camera. So I don't want to do just this view. I want you guys to have the overhead and everything. So we are so close though. Lisa, just send me a message, a direct message, private message, that I'm interested in your group, and I'll put you on the list. I'm going to be sending out the information soon. That's the message you'll get back from me. And it's me typing it. I don't have a bot or anything. But I'll put you on the list so that whoever's on that list is going to hear about it first. And we'll see how many we have at that point. So, hi Donna. LaFonda, that is to be determined. We are still working that out right now. We're hoping to do the group in Facebook so the cost will be lower. We were looking into YouTube. YouTube charges 30% of whatever you charge for access. So we're like, ooh, 30%. So anyway, and then you got to figure taxes and everything else. So I don't want to make $5. I can't make $5. Just saying. So anyway, we're working on it. Okay, Tiff, just remind me, Tiff, send me a DM, because then I don't have to try to go through all and say, who said that? I don't want to miss you guys. Send me a direct message. What is the company name on my machine? Manon. This is a vintage machine. It's 40 years old. So it is B&K. But now you can get them pretty easily through Steel Picks is the name of them. Steel Picks stemming machine. If you have your resale number, Floral Supply Syndicate sells them. And they are who Hobby Lobby gets them from, actually. You can buy them wholesale, but shipping is a lot because these suckers weigh a ton. So Hobby Lobby has them probably for the same price with shipping if you bought it wholesale, but you're not paying tax. So, and then Pam, I think, Link, there's another company, Farmhouse Florals or something, that sells them in the low twos, but they're somewhere between $200 and $300. But look at 40 years I've been using this, and it is a workhorse, and I love it. And you can do the shake test because it secures them. Nothing's coming out when you use that. So. So thanks, Tiff, for doing that for me. Yeah, you get a gold star now for sure, right? So Lisa, Tiff, anybody else, send me a message that you're interested. So it looks like you guys want the poppies in. Yeah, thanks for the stars, Pam. Yes, shake it, baby, right? I think I'm gonna, when I get everything launched and live the creative coaching group is humming, I'm going to make some t-shirts up. It's going to be shake it baby, right? I'm going to have all these all my silly little sayings, right? Like place twice, glue once, all that. People go, what does that mean? And you guys can explain it to people when you wear the shirt. Anyway, okay, so here's where we're at right now. So poppies, how about I cut them? Well, maybe I can just fold them, because I'm thinking I could just place them, and then you guys can decide what you like. So I think I'm just gonna place them. I'm gonna install them. If you hate them, I'll pull them out. I'll pull them out, because I think you're gonna like them. That's my take on them. I like the black, and I like how the black brings the container into the arrangement, because we don't have any black in it yet, and I think it could use a little pop of black. So let's just put some in. We only have 3. Did I have any more in here? I would like at least 2 for each side, but let's see how we go. Let me see if this big one. Hold on, I'm going to go right out into the next room here, because I think I have a few more. I'd like to use little. Oh, please. Yes. Okay. Here it is. The last full bush. This is how they came, you guys. They were wonderful. Hobby Lobby, if you're watching, I'll tag you. Bring them back. Bring them back. These were in their everyday bushes, and they're wonderful to use. So I would like to use some of the smaller ones in this, because although we need that little pop of black, I don't want a huge flower in here. I want an accent flower. So we'll get that color without having a big glob of it in there, right? So this I'm going to recess a little bit toward the back, just so we see it, but it's not hitting you in the face. But oh, you guys, I think you are onto something. I think you are so onto something. Look at those black. Look at that, right? Doesn't it just bring the whole thing together? I mean, the wildflowers are great, and they look wonderful, and it is all the right colors that we need. But when you add that little pop of black and white, doesn't it just go, yes, that's what it needed. I love when you find an accent like that that just brings it around. So let's put some more in the back. Thank you for the hearts. See the little hearts coming up? So you guys like it too. I like it. I think we did good, you guys. I think you guys make great decisions. So let's, but if you had said no, I would have ripped them out. I'm just saying. I mean what I say. I'll rip it out. I'll rip a flower. Now I'm being silly. It is Sunday. Sunday fun day. Right? Okay. So let's find another little one for the back here. Oh, I'm so sad to see these go. Cut this a little shorter. Perfect little flower. And like a lot of the other stores have them, but they're big. It's like they don't sell these teeny ones that I like. Now Hobby Lobby has like the smaller ones on their wedding aisle, but one flower is like $2. It's like, I don't know. I guess it's not bad in the long run, but if you just need a few accents, but I'm like, $2 for those. I don't know if they ever come on sale either. Oh, I like that. Look at that, with just a few, right? 2 there, 2 there. So we have 4. Don't you think we need a 5th one? Let's put, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe up over in here. Or should we just leave it? Do you think 2 is enough on each side? Should we do 3? Stars. Sharon, stars are like your way of tipping me. So every star is worth a penny. So if I get 50 stars, it's 50 cents. If I get 200, it's $2. So it's just a way that you guys can show appreciation, and it helps me with the cost of what I do. So it's amazing. It's like I get little tips. So that's what stars are, and I guess you purchase them. I've never purchased any. So you purchase them, and then you can use them on whatever creators or videos or whatever. You can give them to the people, I guess. Pam, is there any way you could explain it better? Because I'm not real good with stars, but that's what I know. Grace loves the poppies. Deborah says, yes, odd please, right? Always odd. Odd numbers, yes. So Tina, in floral design, your eye, when it's an eye thing, it's the way your brain works. 2 doesn't ever work. For some reason, odd looks better. It always does. If you're going to have 2, you need 3. If you're going to have 4, you need 5. So let's add 1 to each side. Let me find a little one. We got some tiny ones in here. But it does. It just makes a difference in the design. Then you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And it doesn't mean you need to spread that one out. You don't need 3 like polka dots. You can even clump them and it'd be 3. Or clump 2 and 1 separate. So let me see how I'm going to do this. And I like them to be more random because this is more of a random wildflower arrangement. So let's see. On this side back here, I'm going to put one down toward the bottom. But yeah, odd. Odd is better. Odd is definitely better. So see 3 little ones there? Looks kind of cute. And then let me put 3 over here. This makes more sense. I don't know why. I don't know. It's just better. So we're going to do a 3rd one over here. So we have 3 right there. I think it's just more pleasing to the eye, honestly. And it also carries the design around to the sides a little bit more. Right like that. So, one other element, you guys. And we're still light and airy. It looks a little more, mounded and compacted, but it's still got some airiness to it. But do we need these now? We have to vote on the thistle. This is thistle. So, or the green. Green's easier to spell probably, right? Do we want to use the thistle? So vote now, yes or no on the thistle. Leanne says it's perfect. Gloria, you got eyeballs worth 2. Dee says odd number. Sharon, you're welcome. Leanne, perfect. Would this look good in a yellow cup? Yes, it would look good in a yellow cup. I think it would look amazing in a yellow cup, actually. Do I have anything yellow? I'm trying to think if I had something yellow that we could hold up. The only thing I have, Frenchie, is a sunflower over here, sitting here by itself. But it's yellow, right? So look, if you put yellow, it in yellow. Picture this as a container. But I think it would. I think it would look good in yellow or white, even a green. It would look, it's wildflower, so I love the white. The white is nice and fresh, but yeah. Carol says she doesn't think it needs it. Tina, no large thistle. Deborah, don't think it needs them. Tiff says no. Kim says no. Elizabeth, no. Yvonne, no. Karen, no. Frenchie, no. Leanne, no. Who did I miss? Tina, no. Carol, Kelly, no. Marilyn, no. Manon, no. Monica doesn't need it, but it wouldn't hurt. Pam, you can go to Facebook and ask in the Help Center, but for me it shows up on the bottom by comments. It says send stars. You can purchase a bundle. Sharon says no need. Okay, and yeah, there's something I can do on my end of Facebook. I've seen it in the monetization area of the professional dashboard that I have, where I can set it up where it'll tell you at the beginning, you can send stars to Kathy, blah, blah, blah. I haven't done it yet. So there's other things more important right now I'm working on, but I'll get to it. And maybe then I'll know more about it too. But anyway, it's fun. Thanks. Pam always gives me stars. I love it. Tiff, you've given me stars. It's like, it is a nice little surprise at the end of the month when you get a little deposit from Facebook. So, okay, my take on this. I don't think it needs it either. Could we put them in? Yes. But if it's an element that really won't make a difference and could possibly crowd, don't put it in. Save this for another project. Your stems are money, right? Everything you put in drives your cost up. So if you're a seller, and this will easily go on another spring or summer arrangement. So I'm going to say no. I'm going to say pass because I don't think it really does need it. I mean, look at that. It's like yummy, just the way it is, right? And I like that we have these little guys sticking out here and there. I mean, they've shifted a little bit, so I could end up moving them back around. But I like that they're kind of randomly up there in the top of it, right? So it's just another little accent that looks like it's growing out of the top of the arrangement. So, and I think that was the best choice, was the purple, honestly. It kind of bridges the gap from this dark lavender. So it softens it a little bit, you know, brings it into the arrangement. So there we go, and there's the back. Looks as good as the front. We could have done this one-sided, honestly, and left the back just plain, but I like it because if you wanted to put this on an island, like on a stack of books, even a kitchen table, in a tray, if you had a tray on your table, stack of cookbooks, put this for, you know, you could put a bunny because people are doing spring with the bunnies, or a big like hurricane lantern next to it with a candle. Look at the little vignettes you can create with this guy. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Or coffee bar, like I said. But I don't think we need anything else going on, and this will take you through spring, summer, I mean all year round. It's like an everyday arrangement. I love it. Tina likes the whimsy of it. I do too. I just think it's so different. It's something you just don't see. Kim, thank you. Beautiful as Alex. Kelly, thank you. So cute. Hi Rita, how are you today? Donna, the side near the handle needs something. Looks a little dark there, doesn't it? Of course, this side's a little dark too on the sides. But what could, you know what we could put? Shall we put a little more white or a little more yellow? You guys could vote on that. Do we need, see the sides, how there is a void, and the void, or we can put another flower, another one of these, but you see how it goes pretty plain on the absolute sides of these. But it is the side of the arrangement. Where's the handle? Right there. So right in this area here. Do we need to put something, or do we just leave it as is? We could. We absolutely could. Let me pull these up into there a little more. I think the black and white flowers would be too much. But what if we put like a little sprig of the white? These guys. Where is it? These guys. Like just a little piece. Do you think so? More white, baby's breath. No baby's breath in here right now. I have 24 of those baby breath that I used in the bunnies coming. It's on order. It'll probably be here in a week about. I'm so bummed I'm out of it. So, hi Angel, thanks for coming on. A little yellow. Gina says as is. Leanne says the white. Frenchie says a bit of the white. Okay, so let's do this. Let's try a little bit of the white, then I can try a little bit of the yellow. But I think a white, I don't want the yellow getting too heavy in this. It's kind of like a little accent that's growing up here and there. I don't want it to look like, okay, there's more yellow, but I mean, white can do the same thing. But let me just stick these in and see if this is what it needs to go. Oh, because it is dark on the sides a little bit. So I'm just going to stick it in, and then that looks pretty nice. It looks like it continues down. Look at that. And then we can do one on the other side too. So it's not just greenery on the sides. Let's lift this up and stick this one in. And then I'll probably just glue it. Manipulate these little flowers a little bit. So see a little bit white on each side. What do you guys think? You like the white? What do you think? Karen says, you're right, the white. Donna, just a bit of white. Kathy, white. Let's see, I lost your comments. Come on, come back, come back. Yes, Sharon, pansies would look gorgeous in this instead of the poppies. I haven't found a good pansy yet this year, but when I find them, oh my goodness, because I love pansies. It would be so cute with the yellows and the purples. So cute. So everybody's saying yes, the white, yes, the white. So let me go ahead and I'll just glue those in because I don't think I can Let's see, can I get it? I might be able to. Let me double pick it. I would rather use my stemming machine than glue. And I just pulled that sucker out. So let's try this again. I gotta remember to really lean on it and get it crimped good. Okay, let's get this little guy in here because I think it makes a big difference. On the side. Definitely, look how that brightens that up. And right in there. Just the little things that make all the difference, you guys. So see that on both sides? Now it's bright all the way around. What do you think? Fun, right? So who is not afraid of round containers now? Because I get a lot of DMs. It's funny, the DMs. I try to make a list. What is the most common question of the week kind of a thing. So this was a common one, I think, because with Easter and Mother's Day's coming, you're going to see a lot of vases, urns, etc. And it freaks people out. They're like, how do I go about filling this so it doesn't look odd? So it's pretty easy. You know, just follow and go around in a circle, see how it's shifted. Got to make sure everything's up and tall in the middle, but start with that pattern like I showed you. It's kind of like an X in the beginning, and then go in between everything several times around with your elements, and you'll be good. You'll have it be evenly distributed, but yet it'll still look like a wildflower arrangement. Look at that. Okay, there you go, guys. This will be listed. I'm going to put it in my Etsy. So, last one too. I'm so sad. And I don't do a lot of coffee, so I do a little bit, but I don't even have a coffee. I have no coffee pot in my house, so otherwise I'd be going, you know what, that's staying in my kitchen. But even without one, I'm like, oh, I just can see this totally on a stack of cookbooks. So anyway, let me see. I got to plug my phone and it's dying. Oh my goodness. See, I just keep forgetting the little things. And I have a cord right here, and I didn't plug it in when we came in. Oh, thank you for the hearts, you guys. Let's get this plugged in here before it dies. Close that. There we go. Leanne, that really helps. You're an amazing teacher. Oh, thank you, Leanne. Thanks, Kathy. Turned out so pretty. Love it. Yvonne, you're so welcome. Aw, Kathy, thank you. Teacher, that's hilarious. You guys, you gotta help me though. Help me think of a name. Everybody, I hope, is coming inside the barn with me. It's gonna be good times. But I need a name. What are we gonna call everyone in the barn? We are not barnyard animals. I'm sorry, we're not. What can we call us? It's like, I don't know what to call us. Karen, your kitchen's black and white. Thanks, Frenchie. Gina, this was Home Goods. This was a Home Goods in their kitchen area where they have all the kitchen stuff, you know, little novelty containers, and you'll see little like the roosters and all the little kitchen things. That's where it was. Oh, Billie Jean, yes, blueberries would be so cute in here. Berries in general will look cute in here, but it's like, at what point do I cut it? But those would look so good. So good. You are so right. Deborah loves it. Carol says so pretty. Gina loves it. Awesome. And Tina says, I do like the white now that I see it. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Do we go back with another color? But if we do that, then we have all the yellow was up here and then just two. Then I would be tempted to put more yellow down toward the bottom all the way around. So it's kind of like, you know, when we have to just call it. Cowgirl flowers, that's cute. Blooms. Kathy says blooms. Bloomers. There we go. Bloomers. Don't use heifers. No. Or bloomies. We could be bloomies, like besties but bloomies, I guess. Bestie bloomies. I don't know. Thanks, Dee. Thanks, Donna. Bloomers is cute, though. Heifers. Deborah, that is hilarious. I just gotta say, that is funny. Oh, Billie Jean, that's cute. Barn babies. You guys are barn babes. But then if there's a guy in, we can't do that, right? Well, could be a barn babe, right? Barn party, I like it. We are her balloons. Oh, Kathy, thank you. That's so cute. Right? So keep them coming. Keep the names coming because I got to figure this out. But yeah, I just see a little vignette. I may build a little vignette to take the photography for it, take its pics. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. So much fun. So if you want to get on the list for my creative coaching group inside the barn, send me a DM so I can put you on the list. It's coming. Just waiting for one camera now. I'm like, oh, so ready to go. But anyway, we'll be patient. We'll be patient. It'll get there. I have all the tutorials planned and it'll get there. So I hope you like this. I'm Kathy with Big Barn Blooms. I like to take the fear out of floral design and make it fun. So I hope you had fun this afternoon, this evening, on this wonderful Sunday, creating this cute little coffee cup with the saucer with me today. So Barn Babes. Karen, I do too. I really like Barn Babes. In my Bunko group, we're the Bunko Babes. Oh, so cute. I love that. So that might stick. And then we'll come up with the top. You guys keep commenting what you think, and then maybe we'll just have you guys vote on it when we get inside the barn. So Gina, you're welcome. Baby bloomers. Oh, that's so cute too. Baby bloomers. I love that. Can you imagine teaching all of us goofy gals? That's what's going to be so fun, you guys. Oh my gosh, it's going to be a blast. We're going to have so much fun. You're welcome, Deborah. You are so welcome. So anyway, this was fun, you guys. I'm going to go because I got some work to do. I'll be listing tonight. And got a little sunlight, so I'll probably be taking some photos. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, wait, tomorrow's Monday. Yeah, we'll do something tomorrow. Tuesday there will be no live. I have a dentist appointment, and it's in the afternoon, so I don't want to be drooling when I'm talking to you guys because I'll be numbed. So Tuesday will be a day off. Tomorrow we'll do something. So come back tomorrow, be late afternoon, probably 4 o'clock again. It seems like that works pretty good. So again, I'm Kathy. You guys have a great evening, and thank you for following. Make sure you like this post. Make sure you share this post. You guys are doing amazing at helping the algorithm push me out. By the way, thank you so much. And and we have a giveaway coming up. I didn't even mention this. I totally forgot, you guys, really quick, and then I'll go. So the beginning, I want to see what it is at the end, and I'm going to do a post about it. The beginning of January, I think it was December 31st, January 1st, I was at 14,000 followers. You guys, I'm over 17,000 now because of your help. Thank you. 3,000 in 1 month, and can I say organically, no ads at all. Completely organically. I'm so excited. I'm hoping to hit 18,000 in the next couple days. So thank you, and it's time for a giveaway. So we're going to give something away. So I'll post that. Linda, no, thank you. No, Angel, if you've already DM'd, you're on the list. So I have a little spreadsheet going. Grace, always enjoyed learning from you, Kathy. Oh, thank you. Sharon, thank you. Yeah, Karen, I was like, wow. Every morning I get up, I'm like, wow, 300 more overnight. Wow, it's so exciting. It's like Christmas every day for me. So thank you, Kathy. So thank you guys for helping me with that. Thank you, Terry. Yeah, Wilhelmina, seriously, holy guacamole. It's like, it's paying off. And, they say, show up. That's what you need to do, show up. And I've been doing lives pretty consistently almost every single day. This week I took, I think, 2 or 3 days off because we had to build this room out. And there was no choice. We had to take it out. It hiccuped down just a little bit, went straight back up. The other thing is, I'll say this, I'm not trying to brag. I'm just like, I'm in awe. I'm like, are you serious? My analytics, my insights, I've had over 2 million views in the last 28 days. 2 million. 2 million. It's all because of you guys. So thank you for watching me, you guys. Remember, like, share, comment, and you're doing all those things, and that's why I'm growing the way I am, so I appreciate it. Kathy, yes, you have been here since day one. Thank you for sticking with me. Because I had a rough few years, so went away, came back, went away, came back. So I'm back. I'm back. There's no reason for me to go away again. So thank you, Pam, for the stars. So, okay, enough of that. I just had to share because I'm just so excited, you guys. Thanks, Frenchie. So, okay, tomorrow, let's meet here again. 4 p.m. West Coast time, 7 p.m. East Coast. You guys got to figure it out in the middle because I'm not good with the time zones. And we'll mix. Oh, you know what we're going to make tomorrow? Because it's already planned. So on my table on the side, you can't see here, I have all my tutorials stacked up. So that day comes, the one in front comes on the table. Let me show you what's coming tomorrow. This guy. Did you notice? Did you notice it's not back there anymore? So I have a few Valentine's things that we are going to work on this week. This is the first one for tomorrow. You're going to love it. Wait till you see what I do with it. So this is coming up. I'm going to leave it right here because I got to work on it tomorrow anyway. So come back and we'll work on this guy. Have a great evening, you guys, and I'm going to get back to work now on the computer, my least favorite part of the job. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye now. Have a good night.